I read Daniel Quinn's Beyond Civilization, Humanity's Next Great Adventure, and he has this analogy that I just love, and I wanted to share it with all of you. Quinn describes this forceful river of vision that is carrying us all towards absolute catastrophe. And he breaks down two types of solutions that can be developed in order to slow or stop us completely from reaching our horrific destination. One of which is planting sticks, however large or small, in the mud to slow or, to stop or control the flow of the river. Maybe you can build yourself a little dam while you're at it, right? That's how useful that is, in my opinion. The other is to divert the river entirely by building a different channel so that we may flow into a sustainable future. Just something for all of us to think about. Anyways, before I can provide any insight into what I think sustainability is, I think it's helpful to discuss and clarify what I think it is not. Working towards a sustainable Brooklyn College is not merely greening our campus, providing alternative energy solutions, minimizing or reusing our campus's waste, fostering urban farms and community gardens. We should and need to be doing all these things and more. However, we're talking about BC, and clearly I'm not the only one in the room who's wondering what BC would look like if we were a coherent, sustainable campus. What would it even look like, right? Even if Brooklyn College is already somewhat ahead in terms of the sustainability game, because we have this really important curriculum in progress, and we have the only community garden in all of CUNY on our campus. Our college is never going to be sustainable enough for me because sustainability is not a class project, a tour, a recent top-down mandate that all CUNY schools develop sustainable campus strategies. Sustainability, as I see it, is a culture. Now, what we have at BC, and all of CUNY really, is student decoration, manipulation, and tokenism. We have adjunctization. We have the pending demolition of a flourishing community garden, which was founded and is continued to be run by members of the surrounding community. We have the corporate takeovers of our school with corporations such as Starbucks, Metropolitan, and Barnes & Noble. And these are only the beginning, really. We have repeated budget cuts with no end in sight for students. And we think about sustainability as this word that represents things that are ongoing and structurally sound, which CUNY would embody, even though it still has all these things that exploit people. So CUNY thinks that it's being more economically sustainable by bringing all these things into the mix in order to diversify its portfolio. And yet our education is under attack every day, and we talk about sustainability as greening our campus, like it's going to create a better environment for us at BC. The school seems to want this kind of illusion of student participation and involvement. They want a garden with flowers and bumblebees, all vibrant and beautiful, but they don't want food that could nourish a table, let alone a community. In order to build a new channel, in order to divert the flow of CUNY's destructive river of vision, what we need is student-directed, student-led, and student-initiated action with shared decision-making with faculty, staff, and administrators. We need to be visionary about what we want from ourselves, our peers, our professors, and our college in general. We need to deconstruct everyday life as our community currently lives it. Getting home after a day of work and school is exhausting, and how many people want to stick around for a town hall? There used to be a thriving movement at CUNY to put a halt to the destruction of the way the school ran. But as commuters, we don't have time to hold a sit-in or take time off from school or work, whatever we do, to do community organizing around the neighborhood. As adults, we have lost our imagination, so how can we talk about a CUNY that will produce the students and the citizens in which we are proud to live beside? To quote almost verbatim from Another CUNY is Possible, which is a document that was produced by the Adjunct Project, now I ask you to embrace your radical geographical imagination as I raise the question, how would you restructure the social spaces of your university? What practices would you engage in to reclaim the social space of your university? I echo these questions as a student and as a member of the Brooklyn College Student Union. which is an organization on campus that is working to change the culture of BC from that of a commuter school to that of a community school. I believe that the only way that we can have a sustainable campus is to have a democratic campus. The thing is that this school will be sustained whether students have a voice or not. This cycle continues because students cannot participate in the process of their own education. If we did, we would be participating in the development of ourselves. And the more we become ourselves, the better the democracy. Sustainability and participatory democracy are inextricably linked. But creating a sustainable and democratic campus will take more than some solar panels or a garden. But we sure as hell need those things as well.